All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Please let me know how the audio is and everything is. I'm having a bit of an issue checking if the stream is live or not. So please do let me know if the stream is live. Let me see if I can get live chat here, because I am having some issues. Yeah, so let me know if you guys can actually hear me properly, and if the stream is going well. Yeah, interesting. Not sure what's going on, but let's talk about the market right now. Okay, so Bitcoin, the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? What's really going on in the market right now? I want to talk about a little bit about like the current news in the market and everything as well, because there is a lot of stuff going on. So with the current market, for example, one second, let me see if I can see this video. Just won't come. Interesting. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. No, nothing. All right. I don't see the chats. Oh, I see. I think I see the chats now. Yes, yes. There we are. So I finally see the chats. Thank you very much, guys. So the current state is that with the news that we have in the market, for example, SBF is out until October. He's got 10 months to cause more chaos in the market. And I'm sure a lot of his minions and a lot of his, peers or whoever they are, they're all going to be involved in a lot of manipulation. In my opinion, the wolves are out in sheep's clothing. So what you need to understand is the market itself right now shouldn't be doing what it is doing. So this current pump that we're seeing, where we've gone to 17,300, probably a little bit more actually, this shouldn't be happening, because as far as we are concerned, or as far as I am concerned, I would say, right, this pump shouldn't have happened. However, it has happened. That's not a problem. But we have loads of data that suggests that this market is not sustainable. Number one, for example, we are currently testing our 20-day moving average. We are testing the 20-day moving average. We see our 50-day moving average coming down, which means that there is indications that the market wants to bleed a little bit more. We see the 200-day, almost coming to meet up with the 50. We don't want that. What we want to see is our 200-day, our 50, and then our 20. We want to see them in order. That's when we know the market is going to be bullish. That's when we know everything's going to be okay. So this is on a weekly. I just wanted to kind of show you what I'm seeing. So you can see the grayish white line, that's the 20-day moving average. The blue line is 50-day moving average. And the red line is the 200-day moving average. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, right? Of course, I've done a few drawings. Just want to show you how those drawings look. So some of the lines that you may know, or those of you who follow this channel, you would already know about these lines. And let me get rid of this. Right, just want to get rid of this, right? So some of these lines you already know about. You know about our $48,000 mark. You know about 37. So I'm going to leave those lines there for a bit, but I want to talk about this bottom area here, what we see. And actually, I'm going to flip over to another chart just to kind of show you a little bit more data here. So you can see we're on a downward channel here, and currently we're pushing back up to test these previous levels where we collapsed, where we failed. Basically, what we were supposed to hold, we fell below these, and now we're coming to test these zones, which is absolutely fine. I mean, testing it is great. There's no harm in that. However, if we do fail, then we've got, we will see a drawdown, and I'm actually looking at that drawdown and seeing how far we can go down. So I will talk about a little bit about this. Right now, we're still in this particular range, so I want to keep it there. Now, if we do start becoming bullish, we have to invalidate this bottom trend, right? In order to do this, we need to get back on this particular zone here, this particular line here, and start moving back up again. So the kind of a movement I am going to be looking for is from here, for example, coming up here somewhere, testing, and then probably coming back here to, coming back down to kind of test what the market wants to do. So we go up, for example, come here, test, do this, touch this line, and then move back up. That will give me a bullish indication. Other than that, I will be very cautious. I am being very cautious. I have warned everybody on Discord. I have warned everybody wherever I can, because this doesn't look right to me. And I'll show you more. If I move over to the daily, for example, you can see why this is quite significant. So for example, you see, as soon as we go above this line, we have this wall, this rejection point, this where we were invalidated before. As we came down here, we have this wall sitting here, and we need to invalidate this, right? We need to get back above this, whatever happens, in order to be bullish again. Of course, we have a good support zone building up here in the last few days. So this is on the daily. You can see good support building up here, fairly strong, nice little wall forming here. But I'm just hoping it does hold. If it doesn't hold, then we've got a bit of a problem, right? Because yeah, we've got a long way to go, guys. Now I'm going to move you over to another chart. Just wanted to show you a few bits and bobs. For example, number one, stochastic RSI on the daily, you can see is looking good. RSI has just come to that point where basically it is kind of overbought, but not too much. There is still room for movement. So we can have a point where we can move along sideways like this for a long time. So this is what I'm seeing here. RSI is indicating overbought. Stochastic RSI overbought. However, this could easily carry on for a few days until this RSI level comes up to this level. But if we get rejected right now here at this particular point, which is an invalidation point for this area here, and if I show you what I mean by this area here, all right, so this particular area here, which was, just to show you, which was around this area here, you can see. So we are testing these levels. So yeah, I will be very cautious. Again, I'm looking at this, but if you move this over to weekly, things change a little bit. On the weekly, we are looking very, very bullish. It does seem like that the market wants to go up. Again, this point here, remember this October 2022 level that we have here is what we need to invalidate. We need to get back above this in order to be bullish. So far, the stochastic RSI is indicating that there's plenty of momentum coming in. People want to move up, and we will definitely move up in that sense. But it's a long way away. Again, I'm not betting anything on this yet. I would love to see confirmation, especially on the candles. Another chart, another indicator that I wanted to show you was my AHR 999. Now we look at this because what this indicates is what the miners are doing. So miners usually they capitulate, they sell, and they just wait, right? So this kind of miners are hodling at this particular point, right? So we know when the miners are hodling, that means basically they're not really that profitable. They don't really want to sell. They've lost money. They haven't really made money. This is the point. Now, when we start entering back into the zone, we start moving. That's when the market moves. And you can see this over and over again. Once we enter these zones and start flipping back up again, that's when we have these mega big rallies. Again, just to be cautious, we know this is not the time of a rally. Of course, if somebody's buying on a long-term hold, that's a different story. You can buy, you can hold, and you'll be all right. But let me get rid of this. I want to get rid of this because I want to go into this chart right now. So on the chart, again, this is on the weekly. I'm going to move it over. Actually, I'll leave it on the weekly just to kind of show you something. So this is the same chart as this one, by the way, guys, but I just have the drawings on the chart basically. So what I wanted to show you here was if we had a pump right now, right? So we have a pump, we need to get back above certain levels, right? And those levels I'm talking about is, for example, this particular area here. Now, in order for us to get above this particular area here, we need to do a 40% pump, right? So understand this is a 40% pump for us to get to this level here, this level here where we invalidate. So from here, we need to do a 40% pump in order to move up, right? Or even just to be slightly bullish, we need to get above this particular level here. For example, this one is a 30% pump we need to do in order to get above again. So again, to be bullish, we need these indications. However, because we have this wall of rejection sitting here, right? So where we actually got invalidated last time, where we got rejected, and we can potentially get rejected around this level here. So if I just put this here, for example, we might come here and get rejected. If we do, then we can expect from this current level here a 20% dump. And I wanted to show this 20% that we've been talking about for a very, very long time. And it's the same chart. You can see same numbers, everything. At this 13,800, we've had it on the chart for a very, very long time. And this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to change my charts or show anything and say, guys, look, let's change our minds and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. None of that business, right? We still expect that anything would happen in this market. It could go up, it could go down. But ultimately, if it did start going down, then 13.8 is a good significant number. And that's because we are looking at the facts on these particular areas here, and we're saying, look, we had another peak here, we had a test here, that might just be that area where we can actually have this thing. And I'm sure I've seen other people calling for it as well, but we've had it here for like almost a year now. These numbers have been here for almost a year, and this is the exact same chart. I have not changed my charts. Again, when we start looking at this, so just want to show you this, right? So this is our point basically where we have to get above, right? So if we can get above this particular area here, this 18,700, then everything is jolly good. Now, talking about SBF, I'm going to go back to SBF now as well, the ugly truth, right? So we've got this criminal, whoever you want to call him. He's out 10 months. He's got $400 million in, what's it called? Robinhood stocks that his lawyers are fighting to hold on to because he needs to pay for fees and whatnot and this and that. Now, that is all a problem to me, because if he gets to keep that funds, and he's got a lot of influential people backing him up, right? This is one of the reasons why he had a $250 million bailout. He's out until next October. He's free. He's on Twitter. He's everywhere. He's chilling. He's just acting normal, right? As if nothing's even happening. And this is the thing that worries me, that you have this devil, this wolf in sheepskin who's come out right now, and a lot of asset has disappeared off that exchange. What if he starts dumping a lot of these things? Because this is contagion, right? This is how things get, messed up, right? And this is what I'm seeing. So is he going to cause any more issues in the market? Because for me, everything is indicating, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen this as well, a lot of other influencers, a lot of other YouTubers have seen this as well. It was more like he was a mole. He was planted there with FTX to make it look as realistic as possible. He made a lot of people believe that he's about to do the good. And obviously we found out that he was like the devil in disguise. So that's the problem we have. Is he about to cause some problem, or is there some sort of an issue going to be happening in this whole entire industry? So I'm looking at that and I'm thinking this shouldn't, like, the market shouldn't have done what it just did. He comes out a few days ago and all of a sudden things were bullish. All of a sudden Solana starts pumping. All of a sudden this starts pumping, that starts pumping. I'm thinking, no, this just doesn't look right. I mean, when you start looking at some of these are, I mean, this is FTT. Guys, this is FTT. How can FTT pump 60%? Does that make any sense? Solana, 18%. And remember, these are companies that what's his name, SBF is involved in, or was involved in, whatever you want to call it. But this is what I'm seeing. When I see this worries me. This is FTX, right? So when you see that, really take a step back. And I'm not giving you any financial advice. Obviously, do whatever you want to do, right? It's up to you. It's your money. Go and waste it. Go and burn it. Go and do whatever you want. But when I see this in this entire market, I'm worried. I'm worried that something is not right and nobody's looking. Everybody's feeling that the market is moving. Everybody thinks the entire market cap right now, where is it here? The entire market cap is about to pump. I don't think so. I don't think this entire market is about to pump here, because the entire market has to come here and then has to do almost 25, 26% in order for it to be anything close to even a bullish indication, right? Never mind that we have to still get back to this level for another bull run confirmation. So there's a long way to go, right? We're talking trillions here, right? Not trillions, right? From here, where we are right now, we're talking about $300 billion to come in, and $300 billion is not that hard. We've been to $3 trillion, right? So when we're talking about 10% off of the top of market high, that is possible. We can have that. But when I see something like this, right, taking money from people, taking crypto, taking whatever, or this even pumping, all I see is pure manipulation. Question is, who's doing it? Where is it happening? How is it happening? I'm sure someone's going to get on top of it and find out. I have no idea. I mean, you can see this. This is not possible. A company which has failed, a guy who's been imprisoned, he's been bailed out, he's got all sorts of crazy stuff happening. This company should not do this. So this does not make any sense to me. What is this? Is he dumping his FTT? Is he just generates? I don't know. So please do understand that this is the ugly reality that we see. A lot of people are not focusing on, because one thing leads to another. When you're kind of seeing the market move in a particular way, your favorite coins move in a particular way, you get excited and you get diverted, right? You don't really realize what's going on in the market, right? Because your attention is gone to something else now. So for example, myself, I only look at Bitcoin. So when I'm looking at Bitcoin and I see this pump here, I'm seeing these massive candles. Well, actually, if I go, this is what I mean by massive candles, right? So when I'm going into these hourly candles here, all I'm seeing is how this momentum has been moving up. Everything's been going up, 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 up. And I'm excited. But at the same time, I need to look back and say, hold on, what am I excited about? Is it actually Bitcoin? Did Ethereum actually pump 5% today, right? I don't even see it here, but Ethereum pumped about 5-6% when I saw it earlier on. And I'm thinking, what's going on? Bitcoin pumps 1%, Ethereum pumps this percent, that percent. And then this thing, look, we're looking at it right now. This is pumping literally in front of us. And I have to wonder why. Is this what's causing this market to be in this hype thing, is in this phase? It's like, right, guys, look, all of this is all pumping. What's going on here? Why is this pumping? So that's the ugly truth, right? And for me, obviously, I'm being honest here. I'm expecting the market to come down. At least test the points, right? So when we go down to the daily, you can see we're going to test the 17-18k. We're going to test this level here. If we pump through here today, that's a miracle, right? If we pump through this 17.581 today, it's an absolute miracle. However, if we get rejected here and come back down to even to these levels here and then bounce back up again, then I'm super bullish. However, if we have a massive event where we might be liquidated, or this could be a manipulation and this could be a complete fake out, then expect this market to actually dump massively. Because we took a few days, it took us a few days to actually pump from the market bottom. So if you look at this to where we are right now, we're up about 6-7%. We went about 6.5%. It took a good few days for us to get from the bottom to that area, right? So from this range where we were, it took us a good few days to get up there. But the dumps could be easily the same amount. So we could easily see a 6-7% dump, if not even more. So this is one of the reasons why I'm always saying to people, just be cautious. When you start seeing all of this, start looking the other way, start looking everywhere else and seeing, right, what's really going on here? I mean, Gala for the past few days, I think it was the day before yesterday, or yesterday it was like 50%, today another 22%. That's like almost 70%, 60, 65, 70% altogether. So this is what I'm looking at. Yeah, as I said, I'm being very, very cautious, especially when I see FTT in the market again. That is just wrong. It's just wrong, right? Doesn't make any sense to me when I see stuff like this. So that's what makes me very cautious. And we know the biggest holder of FTT, it was FTX or SBF himself, and biggest holder of Solana was also the same company. Biggest, when you start looking at most of these, right, I can assure you the biggest holder was FTX. So I mean, if you have stuck along and actually watched it to this particular point when I've made this point, the good luck to you, because a lot of people may not have the attention span to understand this. They probably want to know the hype, right? It's all about hype the market, be bullish or be bearish, one or the other, right? You can't have both. I'm bullish. I'm very bullish. I've been bullish on crypto for a very, very long time. I've actually told people where I want to buy, what my target lines were. And this is on another video way, way back. I said, if I fall below this, that's where I want to be buying. This is the zone that I want to be buying. And I said it was probable. And this was way before we even came here, right? We were somewhere up here when I was talking about this level here. And we came here and I bought it in my target zone. So that's me being bullish. Right, but at the same time, I'm not going to be stupid, right? When I'm talking about stupid, I'm saying if I see market doing something that it shouldn't be doing, that logically should not be happening, and this pump should not be happening, right? And everything just kind of connects to the dots, like SBF, FTT, and big pumps, I would worry. So that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Basically, I don't want to say anything else. Obviously, I'm not here trying to kind of be too bearish about it, but I'm just giving you guys a warning and just trying to make sure that you understand that, look, for us to be bullish, for us to confirm bullishness, we have to do a nice little 30% here in order for us to actually show indication that we're bullish, and obviously to be ultimately, you know, the complete trend reversal, we need to do a 40% pump from here. It's a long way away. I'm going to wait cautiously. Of course, I will be starting to become bullish if we can beat this purple zone here, right? That would be it. If we can break this, absolutely fine. And then obviously if we don't, and if we fail, then I'm going to be watching this particular area very cautiously, because if we do fall, we could have a cascading effect, which could lead us to this perfect zone here, which is something we've been talking about for a very, very long time. And if we did come here, then yeah, this is going to be the best time, best opportunity crypto can actually give to you. But right now, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna leave you with this again, guys. Just please, please, please be observant. Watch what's really going on. Understand the market for what it is. Remember, there's 22,000 cryptocurrencies right now, and 22,000 cryptocurrencies are fighting right now against the top coins, right? Let's just say round it off, 22,000 are fighting against the top coins. They're trying to take liquidity off the top guns, right? The Bitcoin, the Ethereum, the, Matic, whatever you want to call it, right? They're trying to take the money out of those coins. That's what they're trying to do. FTT is valueless, worthless. This should not even be here. So if this is pumping, this is taking your crypto, your assets. So be cautious and don't fall into the trap. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to leave you guys with this one. I think the wolves out in sheep's clothing, and there's plenty more of them. Also, there's a full moon out there. I don't know if you notice, in the UK at least, there's almost a full moon. So pumps do happen around these times, but looking at the macro factors, the economical factors, financial factors right now, and the news, we should not be pumping. So I'm just going to hold back. Personally, I'm not going to be dipping into anything. This is not one of those buy the dip or buy the pump or move along. No, none of that business. This is just hold back, observe, and see what happens, because you don't really want to be the rabbit in this race. Put it this way. So other than that, guys, like, share, subscribe. Catch you guys on another one. I just wanted to give you this ugly truth about Bitcoin, what it's doing, and just make you realize that, look, there's something not right when you see this thing here messing around. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. So anyone who joined for the live, great. Thank you very much. I'll catch you guys on another one very soon. Adios, my amigos.